Hello, everybody. This is just a very small announcement. On Friday, I took part in a West Papuan solidarity action here in Canberra at a company that deals with weapons that may or may not exactly lead into the hands of the Indonesian military and police, but are definitely complicit in their workings, as is the Australian Federal Police. Anyway, as part of practicing civil disobedience, and in getting some data for the weeks ahead, I didn't give my name to the police. So we were outside, we were sort of no, you're not under arrest unless you don't give your details. So some people were identified, like Violet, without needing to give her details. And basically one of us extra was planning on not giving their details, same as me, but they didn't give away their ID, so when the police searched their bag, they found their ID and the jig was up. But for me, I didn't have any ID with me, and the police were, a bit annoyed. They're like, "Come on, tell us your fucking name." And at first, I didn't say anything. I just was like, "No, I'm not telling you." It was good having some people standing right next to me who were supporting me, Violet, Sergio, etc. So that's important. But anyway, I was put in the back of the. Eventually, they were like, "Oh, you bastard!" They put me in the back of the police wagon, which was different to all other police wagons slightly, and then they dealt with Sasha. Then they basically came back once I saw that Sasha was released, and were like, "Come on, mate, all your friends are out there." Maybe they said that. "What's your name?" And I said, Clive. Surname Palmer. And I didn't know where to. He's like, okay. The guy's like, "What's your address?" And I'm like, don't know, 24 Carrot, but I said 24 Burgundy Street, Toowoomba, somewhere in Queensland. He sort of accepts this, and then basically comes back to me in a bit and says, they start to be like, "Don't. This is a fucking offence. What are you doing? Come on, this is your chance. Tell us your name." And he even says, I'm here. He was a real nice looking 55-year-old cop, like you'd someone or other in your life, like your friend's dad. And he was like, "Come on, mate, I want to be out there protecting my community. I don't want to be dealing with this." And I was like, But I just had a feeling they were pretty quiet and they didn't have anything better to do. So I just went along with it. And then, basically what this led to ultimately is that I was arrested. I spent the night in the cop shop. And in the morning I saw the magistrate and I pled guilty and to breaking a COVID, public health order thing as well. And then I told them the story of West Papua. Told him why. I told my name was Clive Palmer, the climate criminal who I consider a war criminal, although they didn't print that. And surprisingly or not, good thing I didn't walk into the spider web. It got quite a spread in the Canberra paper. I think for the element of humour and disruption. There was only 2 people in the court on Saturday, and the court reporter's got to do something. So a bit of information there. I'd recommend really being ready for that. It was a maximum $500 charge for giving a false name, but I got a $20 fine. Or maybe it's a flat rate, $500, but I guess not. And the COVID breach is 50 penalty units, which would seriously be $8,000 or something, and I got $20. So as much as protesting is kind of illegal, that was a pretty chill outcome. I did get them, convictions though, but what the fuck is a conviction when facing the onslaught of our current future? Not much.